Hey y'all, it's me again, Reagan W.H. McCauley. I'm back live on Facebook for the launch week of my latest picture book, Dog Band. We had a really fun launch party, which I mentioned to you yesterday. I have included the link to it in the description, so check that out when you get a chance. It was about 47 minutes long of great fun with award-winning voice actor Scott McCord from Just in Time, Total Drama Island, and Paw Patrol reading Dog Band with several different voices, and it's very cool. And we also had Megan from Iguana Books, the publisher, introduce us, and Darcy Windover, teacher and musician, played us out with a lovely song at the end of the evening. And he also discussed why it's so important to introduce young people to various styles of music, and that kind of diversity at an early age, and how important and enriching that is. So today I would like to talk about Raxl from Dog Band. So she is a singer and swing player. And when I say that, I mean she's a multi-instrumentalist. So she can play whatever instrument she likes. Really, I show her in the book, or Lou, my brilliant illustrator, shows her playing saxophone, and also at the keyboard. And I think there might even be a tambourine moment in there somewhere, but she also sings. So when I say swing person, I'm not referring to the style of music in this case, not big band swing. I'm referring to someone who can swing from instrument to instrument. And do something different song by song, basically. That's also, I think, a reference that's sometimes used in theater, musical theater especially, if you have somebody who's playing more than one role in the same production. And anyway, so as I mentioned, I showed Raxl playing the saxophone, an alto saxophone, in the book. That's actually the one of the instruments I played in high school in band and jazz band, along with clarinet. And I also did, like Raxl, as she plays keyboard. I got up to grade 8 piano in high school. Yay me! So I'm familiar with the instruments that she plays in particular. Saxophone is interesting because there's a number of different versions. Same goes for clarinet too, which was sort of my lead instrument, that I played most in high school, or best perhaps. There's a bass clarinet too, and but a saxophone is particularly interesting because there is the alto saxophone, like you see Raxl playing. There's another saxophone in the book. It's a tenor saxophone, and then there's also a baritone saxophone, like in general in life, and a soprano saxophone, which is very much looks like a clarinet, like a gold or silver clarinet. And what I love about all those different kinds of saxophones is they correspond also with vocals. You'll have women who are soprano singers and alto singers, a little lower, and then you get lower into tenors and baritones or bass for men singing in choirs and whatnot, and opera. So yeah, I love how they correspond. It makes sense, obviously, but it's just a cool thing. So, talking about Raxl, she is my dogger, my super most wonderful pup, and she is a Chihuahua, and she is in the launch party. So she pops up from time to time in her very elegant dress. So do check out the launch party, and look for her there. I decided to spare her today. She's resting quietly right now. But I might have her join in on another live that I do for one of the other dogs. But she is a Chihuahua, And I thought I'd tell you a little bit about the Chihuahua. They are tiny dogs with huge personalities, as anybody who owns or has ever known a Chihuahua will know. They are the national symbol, or a national symbol, I should say, of Mexico. And they are alert, amusing little purse dogs, some would say. Um, and they are one of the oldest breeds in the Americas, with a lineage going back to the ancient kingdoms of pre-Columbian times. The American Kennel Club says the Chihuahua is a balanced, graceful dog of terrier-like demeanor, weighing no more than 6 pounds. The rounded apple head is a breed hallmark. You can also get the sort of the deer-headed or the fox-headed Chihuahua too, and the head is a little less bulbous. Some people prefer that look. Raxl is an applehead Chihuahua. The erect ears and full, luminous eyes are acutely expressive. Coats come in many colors and patterns, and can be long or short. Oddly, Raxl is actually a medium coat. We thought she was smooth coated when we got her, or had a short coat. She was only just a little over a year old when I took her in and adopted her, I suppose. But her coat developed over time, and it's definitely long around the mane, if you will. So that's interesting. You can get medium coat Chihuahuas too. The varieties are identical except for the coat. So that's what the American Kennel Club says. As well, they also say Chihuahuas possess loyalty, charm, and big dog attitude. Even tiny dogs require training, and without it, this clever little scamp will take over your household like a little Napoleon. That's their words, not mine, but it's true. Other people prefer the term land shark. Anyway, compact and confident, Chihuahuas are ideal city pets. They're too small for roughhousing, with kids, and special care must be taken in the cold weather too. But Chihuahuas are adaptable as long as they get lots of quality time in their preferred lap. They do have a tendency to prefer one human above all the rest. Okay, so that's a good description also of Raxl. So she, allows Alfie to be the main character, I think, but she considers herself just as important to the band. Now I just wanted to talk to you about a couple different styles of music that are mentioned in Dog Band. One being jazz, which is a music genre that originated in the African American communities of New Orleans, Louisiana, United States, around the late 19th and early 20th centuries. Its roots are in blues and ragtime, generally speaking, and since the 1920s, the jazz age, it's been recognized as a major form of musical expression in traditional and popular music, and it's linked by the common bonds of the African American and European American music parentage. It's characterized by swing and blue notes, complex chords, call and response vocals, polyrhythms, and improvisation. It has roots in Western African culture and musical expression and African American music traditions. So around the mid 1950s or so, we saw the emergence within jazz of something called hard bop, which introduced influences of rhythm blues, gospel blues, and especially in the saxophone and piano playing aspects. Modal jazz, free jazz, jazz rock, rock music, smooth jazz, Latin and Afro-Cuban jazz have all come out or been born out of jazz, generally speaking. So there's a ton of subgenres, just as there were with rock when I was talking to you about that yesterday. Now, reggae is a music genre that originated in Jamaica in the late 1960s. The term denotes the modern popular music of Jamaica and its diaspora as well. Let me see here. Sorry, I'm referring to notes. Please forgive me. While sometimes used in a broad sense to refer to types of popular Jamaican dance music, the term reggae more properly denotes a particular music style that was strongly influenced by traditional mento and American jazz and rhythm and blues. Reggae usually incorporates news, social gossip, and political commentary, especially. It is instantly recognizable by the counterpoint between the bass and the drum downbeat and the offbeat rhythm section. So, it is also deeply linked to Rastafari, an Afrocentric religion which developed in Jamaica in the 1930s, aiming at promoting Pan Africanism. So, and so that's just a little bit about reggae and jazz. Tomorrow I'll talk about Tubby, who plays bass guitar, and also a few other styles of music: country, folk, blues, I believe. And then Saturday, I'll be talking about Ollie and percussion. And then Sunday, I will talk a little bit about a couple of newish members that join near the end of the book, who are in fact not dogs, they are cats, Mr. Frodo and Suki. And I will also talk about the older classical opera music styles and the more recent musical theater. So do join me. I'm aiming for noonish every day, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And so I will see you then. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a great day.